Moore at the horn. He got it. Ramir Moore buries it at the buzzer. And Wagner takes some momentum to the break. Up top, Mohammed throwing it down for his first college points in emphatic fashion. Non-conference hoops today in Newark inside the Prudential Center for a couple of schools separated by just about 20 miles. It's the Wagner Seahawks out of the Northeast Conference traveling to take on the Seton Hall Pirates. And alongside the Jersey City native Jim Spinarkle, Jack Benjamin on hand. So it's Seton Hall against Wagner, but a couple of former Pirate point guards squaring off. Seton Hall's Shaheen Holloway, year number 1. Donald Copeland was on the bench here last year as an assistant. He's at Wagner. All they care about, though, is beating each other.
They really do. They're very friendly, but they're also very competitive.
Hunt on the move.
Pretty.
And off the window and in. Give him one on the house. And a chance to make this an 8-point game at the line. Alamir Dawes has made 4 threes. Give him a 5th. He's got 19. They want to post Samuel, and they've got him. Double on him. Nadefo's the cutter. Counted plus a foul. Well, tomorrow, Team USA begins their long-awaited FIFA World Cup journey as Christian Pulisic leads the Stars and Stripes against Gareth Bale and Wales. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, live on Fox and the Fox Sports app. The United States in Group B with England and Iran. First time in the World Cup since 2014. These Seton Hall fans having a good time, up 12 early. A lead that was once as many as 16 points. Good chance here for a bounce back for the Pirates. You think about how good Iowa is, taking that loss Wednesday, and boy, they have a daunting schedule upcoming, about to go to Orlando to play a very good Memphis team, some other solid opponents. We were talking to Shaheen Holloway. This is a difficult non-conference schedule overall for the Pirates.
Yeah, and Iowa was a good test for them too. Coming, the league they play in. Fran McCaffrey does a great job year in and year out with that team.
Casey Nadefo misses on the front end of that 1-and-1. So he's just 1 of 3 now at the line. Again, the lead was as many as 16. Wagner started 2 for 12 from the floor, and they've made 4 of their past 8 shots to chip away a little bit. Ramir Moore with 5 on the timer. It's Esquera. Has to go out of control and throw it away.
Yeah, that possession, the same one we've been talking about.
Dawes in transition. And another 3. His 2nd of the first half. First player either way in double figures. Esquera got caught underneath. Seton Hall wants to push. And another turnover. Hunt down the lane. It's a good burst, just couldn't finish.
I think he had a right-handed layup just then if he wanted it. Though he's a lefty, but still. Here's a long-range Dawes on the, not afraid to take that fast break transition pull-up jumper.
Balanced scoring for Seton Hall. 10 for Dawes. And then 6 for Odi Cali, 5 for Nadefo, who's at the line again. So he missed the front end moments ago. Team foul number 8 on Wagner, so still the 1-and-1. And he knocks in that free throw. He made some big ones in the NCAA tournament, but for his career, only about 55% at the line. Active leader in blocks. Lefty Drizel, National Defensive Player of the Year at St. Peter's a season ago. 3-time MAC Defensive Player of the Year. Every single defensive accolade you can possibly have, this guy does.
And that's why you have to keep him on the floor.
Ito run by the Pirates to push the lead back to their largest at 16. Hunt. And Defo the rebound.
Yeah, nice work on the defensive glass by him.
On the push. It's a Tay Davis 3. Nadefo is underneath. Look what I found.
That says a knack for finding the ball. People say the ball finds you. You have to go find the ball. And that one was half and half, but he was in a good spot.
And I'm sure Tay Davis will say it was a pass from the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
33-15. Inside 2 to go in the opening half. Ramir Moore drives into 2. That's a tough fadeaway, and he got it.
Samuel played that well defensively, too. But a terrific understanding of Moore, and I like the fact that Wagner, once again, had some troubles the last 3 possessions. But still, you have to be a factor putting the ball on the glass. Nice little drift away that trip.
You know what that looked like? His brother-in-law, Kyle Lowry.
There you go.
Inside 90 seconds first half. And a foul away from the ball. They got Taylor battling against Samuel. Well, coming up on the Jeep halftime report, Bill Raftery, Jim Jackson, Casey Jacobson, and Mike Hill are in studio. They'll examine the new talent in the Big East this season, and there is plenty of it. You think about how many guys are going to be key additions to teams trying to battle for the conference crown in the Big East. Samuel back to the line. And this conference, top to bottom, is always loaded, especially so this year, how stacked it is. Samuel, this will be a 1-and-1. Talk about a guy who's improved his free throw shooting substantially. Shot the ball at 37% at the line his first 2 years. He's now 11 for 14 this season.
You think he's maybe practiced them a little bit?
I was going to say, that's the one thing you can do, right?
Because when you look at his form, it's very good. And I like this little switch up on the defense with a minute and change left. Don't let Wagner get into a comfort zone. Now he'll drift back into that man-to-man. That's a matchup. You have interchanging guys out front. And the defender doesn't move. That's a sign that it's a matchup.
Moore with 10 on the timer. Backs it out for Hunt. With 5, it's tipped out. It will stay with Wagner with 4 to shoot. Inside 1 minute to go in the opening half.
And obviously both teams, this is where, especially on the offensive end, you have to know what the clock is saying with 4 ticks left. There you go.
Moore catch and shoot. And Tay Davis high for the rebound. So you could go 2 for 1 if you play your cards right if you're Seton Hall. See what Shaheen Holloway wants to draw up.
Yeah, I'm sure Shaheen will take that, but he wants to make sure the shot they get is a good one.
Jackson in the post. Size mismatch against Brown, giving up 4 inches. It's Harris a 3. Well short. Tipped out, and back to Wagner it goes. So you didn't get the 3. You didn't really get the 2 for 1, and now Wagner a chance to get some momentum before the break. By Davis, and Donald Copeland will call timeout and draw something up for his team's final possession of the opening half. In a game where they have not shot the ball well so far, sub 27%. We've seen flashes. He told us, he knows athleticism-wise, his team's not going to match up as well there, but they've done the little things better down the stretch, I think, in this first half.
They have, and I mean, it's a combination. I get it, you know, in terms of you're overmanned a little bit in terms of the size, the quickness of Seton Hall as a team defensively. But I think Donald will be focusing on the halftime break in terms of trying to blend it in a little bit. And if we go to the basket, don't be afraid for your little pull-up jump shot from 7 or 8 feet away. If you have Samuel standing in there getting in the way, and then you can kick it out to the shooters on the perimeter too.
We mentioned it. They are a team and a program that has been built around their defense. They were 18-2 last year when holding opponents under 70. He knew coming in it would be hard to do that to Seton Hall, but they have gotten some stops here of late. Chance to get a score going into halftime. Only about a second game clock, shot clock difference as we wind down this opening half in Newark. Hunt directing traffic. Harris up on him. Clock's inside of 10. It's Taylor down the lane with the left and 1.
Usually want to start that series going in at around 7 when the shot clock is winding down. They got it down to 5, but look at the paint. Wide open, and a terrific decision by Taylor when he recognized that nobody was home at all for Seton Hall. And keep in mind now, Seton Hall up this shot, if they get the rebound or after a made free throw with 3.5 seconds left, they have time for at least 2, maybe 3 dribbles up the court to get a shot off.
Taylor, sophomore out of Brooklyn.
And I think that Wagner's going to kind of hang around and make that more difficult. There we go. There it is. That was a walk.
Dawes traveled.
Yep, they stepped up right into it. Good job there by Hunt to make that difficult. They'll get a shot off here, possibly plenty of time to get a shot off.
That's one of those plays you see guys like Chris Paul make all the time, the little step in.
Well, it's just you're gliding in and you're not fouling, but you're getting in the way.
Moore at the horn. He got it. Ramir Moore buries it at the buzzer. And Wagner takes some momentum to the break.
Well, it's the little things that you do that pay off in a big way. And that's exactly what Wagner just did to Shaheen Holloway's Pirates. With the last few seconds, you miss a free throw at 3.5. And then here we go, just a heave to get it off in time, just really understanding what's going on the floor.
10 first half points for Moore. Seton Hall up 13 at halftime.